What is going on, guys? It's Saturday, May 18th. Just got done with fasted cardio. I'm all nice and fucking sweaty and shit, but I feel great. Fasted cardio is just such a good fucking way to start the morning out. It's doing something kind of difficult, something that you don't want to do, right? Like, I never really feel like doing fasted cardio in the morning, maybe sometimes, but you don't really want to do it, and then you do it anyways, and you just feel good afterwards because you did something you know you're supposed to do. You beat the little bitch voice inside your head already. First thing, starting the morning off with that. You got the endorphins flowing because you got moving, got active. Just a great way to start the morning. But today we have arm day, which I'm really excited for. Used to hate arm day, used to get really bored during it, but arms are a weak point of mine, so I changed my mindset towards it, and I started to fall in love with it and really push myself on arms, but not too hard. Like, you want to use heavy weights during arm day, but not so heavy that you're not actually controlling the weight and really focusing on the muscle group that you're hitting, whether it's bis or tris. But I just realized that yesterday at the store, I bought uncured bacon, not turkey bacon. So we're just having eggs, a bagel, some cream cheese, and then a scoop of protein. And I'll either buy turkey bacon later today and just eat it with another meal, or I'll add some beef in that equals the same amount of macros or something along those lines. I'll figure it out. But that shit really pissed me off because whenever it comes to bodybuilding, I'm a perfectionist. Everything needs to be perfect. I need to make sure that I'm doing everything each day to ensure that I'm making as much progress as possible, because I have a deep, deep fear of wasting time and not reaching my full potential. Like, the biggest fear of mine is dying knowing that I could have gave more and I could have accomplished more, but I didn't because I was being a little bitch. So that's a big, deep fear of mine, and it's something that pushes me to give my all to everything that I care about, everything that I'm trying to progress in. And so whenever something happens, like I buy bacon instead of turkey bacon, it pisses me off because I want to stay on schedule, and I know now it's going to make things difficult later in the day. But it is what it is. I should have checked before I bought it, but hey, whatever. And we got on the Fuck Your Sensitivity shirt along with the Fuck Your Sensitivity mug, because guess what? Fuck your sensitivity. There's so many people today that are so soft. They get offended and cry about every little thing. Oh, words hurt me. What happened to sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me? Society is the exact opposite of that today. They act like words are fucking weapons. And if you're getting offended by words to the point that it's making you fucking cry and you're thinking about it all day, you don't have any real problems. This is a first world problem, okay? Like, if you don't have actual stress and shit in your life going on to the point that you're letting words ruin your entire day, you need to find some bigger goals that bring more stress and struggle into your life. Because I promise you, if you're genuinely working on yourself and you have goals so big that you're working towards and you're going through struggles and adversity because of those goals, words aren't going to fucking hurt you. Words aren't going to bother you because you've got bigger and better things going on. So fuck your sensitivity. A lot of people, they don't want to hear reality. They're afraid of the truth because they're too afraid of offending people and making people upset. I use this example all the time, like somebody that's fat and overweight and they're pushing really hard to lose weight and they have a moment of weakness where they cheat on a meal plan or something like that and they're beating themselves up over it, and their friend is like, hey, you know what? Losing weight's overrated. It's bad for your mental health. You shouldn't do that. And they're saying that, because they care. They think they're doing something good and they don't want to upset their friend and they want to comfort them and make them feel better. That could be one of the reasons. Or because seeing their friend be successful is making them feel bad about themselves, so they don't want to see them succeed. That's another reason, but we're going to go with the first one for this example. Telling that person a comfortable lie instead of telling them the reality of things, and telling them that it's not okay to cheat and that you should be pissed off at yourself for cheating because you have a goal and you fucked up and you were weak, and telling them, yeah, you know what, you shouldn't dwell on the fact that you cheated and fucked up, but you should be a bit upset about it. You should be a bit stressed about it. You should feel that and use it as a reason to not do it in the future and to push you to give more. Right? Telling them that hard reality, that hard truth, is what's going to allow them to actually be successful rather than telling them some kind of comfortable lie. And that is why so many people today are unsuccessful and why they're insecure, because they get told these comfortable lies, but deep down, everybody knows the hard truth. They know it deep in their brain. And the insecurity that comes out and why they get so defensive over these things is because they're fighting against what they know is true in the back of their mind. And they're trying to convince themselves while trying to convince you that the comfortable lie is the truth and that it's more important. But people's feelings are not more important than the truth. Now, it's important, if you truly care about spreading the truth to people and not just offending people, it's important to find ways to tell people the hard truth in a way that they're able to receive it, right? Like, I'm guilty of this. I tell people the hard truth sometimes in a way that is a little bit more harsh, a little bit too real for them. So their brain automatically goes into defense mode and they don't even bring it in because they're just automatically offended and they get defensive. But if I really care about wanting them to change and see the reality, then I'd word things a little bit nicer, I guess, so that they can actually receive it and bring it in. But you know what? People like that at the end of the day, even if you do word it a little bit nicer, they probably aren't actually going to use it because they're already mentally weak, and it is what it is. But that's why it's so easy to be fucking successful today, man. There's so many weak, soft people out there. And it's like, you know, I want people to see the reality of things, and I want people to harden their minds and to be strong and reach their goals. But at the end of the day, if I can't change their mind, it's whatever. It's just easier for me to be fucking a top tier human being because there's so many weak, soft people out there. And it's so much easier for you. If you just got a little bit of badass in you, you got a little bit of savage in you, it's pretty easy to be fucking successful. If you just have the mindset that I'm not going to give up, I'm not going to quit, I'm not going to get offended by shit, I'm going to do whatever it takes to be successful. If you have that mindset, you truly do, and you show it with your actions, it's pretty fucking easy today. You don't have a lot of competition out there because a lot of people like to say, oh, it's just competition with yourself, blah, blah, blah. But the reality, the truth, a lot of people don't like to hear, it's not just competition with yourself. Other people competing out there in the same fields that you are. Social media, there's fitness creators that are doing the same shit you're trying to do. And you know what? You're in competition with them, whether you like it or not. It doesn't have to be, and a lot of people look at competition today like it's this bad thing. Competition is a good thing. If you have confidence in yourself, competition's good. I like competing with other people. It pushes me to be better, and it pushes them to be better. But you can't have this insecure mentality where you get mad at them because you're competing with them. You got to have the mentality of like, oh, fuck you, dude. I'm getting you next time. You know what I mean? Not like, oh, fuck that guy. You know what? I fucking, getting all pissy about it and ruining your day because of it. You know, competition's good. It pushes us to do new things and push harder than we ever could before. But I'm going to make some breakfast, eat, and then, yeah, we're going to get on with the day. All right, so real quick, next thing that I do before I eat is I take my first set of vitamins for the day. I have my nighttime ones and I have my morning ones, and it's a lot, all right? I take about $300 worth of vitamins, $300 a month a day. So I take all these because I use gear, right? I want to go as far as I can with bodybuilding. And the only way to do that is with gear, so it's part of my goal. And whenever you take gear, obviously it's not something that is good for your health, just like eating fast food, just like drinking, just like doing drugs, just like vaping, smoking, all these other things that people do that is bad for their health, but do not really think of it because it's so normalized. Because I do it, I have to take precautions to ensure that my health is as best as it possibly can be. So taking my vitamins, only eating clean foods, getting my blood work done, monitoring my blood pressure, all these other things to kind of even out the scales and make sure I'm as healthy as possible while doing this thing that is unhealthy. And a big problem today is a lot of people do things that are unhealthy but normalized. And since they're normalized, they don't feel the need to kind of even the scales and do things that make them healthy. We are going to take all these. You probably can't see them because I'm far away, but I don't know what's happening lately. I used to be able to just like get them all down at once, but recently I've been getting like stuck. It makes me cough and shit, but whew. So vitamins in. But yeah, if you're gonna use gear, you need to make sure that you're doing it correctly. Because a lot of people on TikTok and Instagram and shit, they post this like grungy content about gear. Oh, I don't care if I die early, blah, blah, blah. And like, that's kind of my mentality towards life as well. Like, I'm gonna die one day, but I'm not looking to die early. I don't want to die early, but if I do, it's whatever. It's part of fucking life. But I will take the precautions and do the things I can do to make sure that I'm as healthy as possible while I am living. Because a lot of people don't understand, if you're gonna die from gear, it's probably not gonna be an overnight thing. It's probably gonna be a couple days, couple weeks of your organs shutting down and you feeling like absolute shit and just being like, fuck me, this fucking sucks, and regretting not taking care of your health. And that would be horrible. That would be a horrible way to live for however long you would have. Or your organs are gonna get fucked up and you're gonna have to get them removed or something and live with like a pee bag or do some shit like that, right? So while I'm alive, I'm trying to be as healthy and feel as good as possible, right? So I take the precautions necessary. And you should too if you're going to take gear. Alrighty guys, so breakfast is made. I already ate half one of these eggs, but we got 2 eggs, 1 cinnamon crunch bagel with 1/3 of the fat cream cheese, and we have a coffee with 1 scoop of HD Muscle Sweet Cream Cold Brew protein. If you aren't using protein in your coffee, I highly recommend making the switch if you like creamer. It's an easy way to get your protein in, and if you find a good protein, it tastes fucking delicious, like this Sweet Cream Cold Brew one from HD. It tastes fucking amazing. It tastes just like sweet cream cold brew, like you would imagine. Mixed in with coffee, it's so good. And if we had the turkey bacon with this meal, it would come out to 560 calories, 36 grams of protein, 21 grams of fat, and 54 carbs, but we don't have it. So later on, we're just gonna add a little bit more beef to make up for that 12 grams of protein and 3 grams of fat that we're missing from this meal. But yeah, my girlfriend is passed out right now because she worked an overnight. She's gotta get up to go to this gun bash thing with her dad. So I'm gonna wake her up because I don't know about you guys, but she has like 20 alarms set and they all just continuously go off until I wake her up because she doesn't wake up to them. Don't know what that's all about. But I also have some chicken cooking for later on because I'm not gonna lie, I have ADHD, right? And I don't even like saying that because a lot of people use ADHD, depression, and anxiety, all this stuff as excuses to not get things done. And I never, ever, ever, ever would do that because the moment that you start to use those things as excuses and tell yourself that it's a good, valid reason for not getting things done, it's the opposite of burning the boats and giving yourself no way back. It's giving yourself an out for whenever things get difficult, which they always will, to not do the hard shit and give yourself a good reason to skip over it and not do that stuff. And your brain will always take that escape hatch because it wants to find comfort, it wants to do the easy shit. So, like I was saying, ADHD, right? I remember real quick, I have to cook chicken because the air fryer was open, there was half a chicken breast in there, and I was like, oh, that's not enough for later. And so it hit me, okay, I gotta cook chicken. If I would have, you know, in that moment not put it in there, I would have forgot. I would have got sidetracked with another thought or something I had to do, and it wouldn't have got done, and then I'd be in a big rush later on today. Because I know my brain is like this, whenever I have a thought to do something, I do it right then and there, or I write a note in my phone or set a reminder, I do something, a precautionary measure to make sure I don't forget to do shit. So I'm gonna eat this food and yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I ate my pre-workout meal already. Sorry, didn't show you, I was hungry. It was 130 grams of Cinnabon cream of wheat with 300 grams of Greek yogurt, which I put in the freezer after I mix it all up nice. And it's kind of like an ice cream type meal. And I put a little bit of zero fat whipped cream on it. Really fucking good, love it. And then next up, we are making the intra-workout drink, which is 2 scoops of HD Muscles Carb HD, the pineapple flavor. It's fucking delicious. So I'm gonna just add that in with the pre-workout meal for the macros and calories. So with the intra-workout added, it's 883 calories, 31 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat, and 185.7 grams of carbs. So as we all should probably know, our pre-workout meal should be fast digesting carbs and a fast digesting protein. That's why Greek yogurt and cream of wheat is perfect. And then for intra-workout, you always want to use a cluster dextrin powder just because it doesn't have to be digested while you're lifting, so your body can use it while you're lifting rather than trying to eat like a Rice Krispie treat or something like that. Your body's going to have to digest that. You're not going to use those carbs while you're actually lifting. And your body's also going to put blood into your stomach to digest that food, which is going to take away from your pump and your performance in the gym as well. So that is why we use an intra-workout drink. So I'm just going to shake this up, put it in my bag, get ready to go, and we're going to go smack some arms. Alrighty guys, so we are in the gym. We already did the single arm crossbody tricep extensions. Those are boring as fuck though, so didn't record them. And whenever I've been doing them lately, because your shoulder's like this, right, or your arm, I suppose, and my rear delt has been hurting a fuck ton because like the weight is like, I don't know, it's like pulling my shoulder, whatever. So now we are doing this JM press on the Swift machine. Last week we got this 180 for 12 reps. So we're gonna see what we can do here, make a little fucking magic happen. Who fucking knows? But I don't know, this entire week my weights have all been pretty much the same as last week and the reps and everything. So I don't know, we're gonna see if arms are any different today. We're gonna push. All right, so same amount of reps as last week. 12 was a struggle, definitely was a failure on that. So my coach just got surgery though, so I don't have check-ins this Sunday, so calories aren't gonna be upped, but I bet you next week they're gonna be upped. It's weird though, my weight is still going up, but strength seems to be plateauing, so I don't know, maybe I'll shoot him a message, see what we can do with that. But after this, I believe we're maintaining the weight and doing another set of failures, so. Actually, no, I think we dropped the weight, whatever. we'll figure it out. Okay, so next we're doing these overhead tricep extensions. Like I said, I've been starting to fall in love with this machine. I used to not like it because my shoulders used to get all fucked up on it, but recently I've been going a little bit lower with the weight. It's been feeling pretty good. Get a really nice squeeze. And what was I just getting at? Someone was staring at me. Got a little caught off guard, you know? Oh yeah, but yesterday, came in the gym. We got here late, around like 5 o'clock when everybody's getting off from their like 9 to 5s, done with their jobs. Man, was the mood just horrible in here. Everybody seemed so fucking angry and was just looking at you and like, I don't know, the feel was just off. I'm not gonna say vibe because I don't like that word. It makes you sound like a douchebag, but yeah, the feel was just off. It was not it. And now we're in here on a Saturday afternoon. The sun's fucking shining. It's beautiful outside, and everybody seems happy and in a good mood. There's some like real like kind of music playing. Happy mood. Makes me feel really good. So it's a great mood for a good workout because actually it can like completely change your lift. If it's a bad mood, you can get into that kind of like pissed off fucking heavy metal screamo type music lift where you still get a good lift in. And then this one, happy, feeling good. So of course you're gonna get a good lift in. But let's get this fucking set. My shoulders did start to hurt at the end of that, but felt fucking good. Triceps are feeling pretty nice. I don't really think you can see too good in here in this lighting, but we're feeling decent right now, so. All right, guys, so it is currently midnight. I'm about to eat my last meal, 7.5 ounces of 93.7 beef and an Anabar, and it is just that point during the growing phase where we're eating our meals at midnight and just, it sucks. Every meal, not every meal sucks. I'd say like meal 3 through 6 kind of sucks and I don't want to eat it. I'm sick of eating fucking chicken, but it's whatever, you know, that will never stop me. I'm just complaining to bitch and moan a little bit, let you guys know what I think in my head while I'm going through my meals so you aren't like, oh, he can only eat this much during the growing phase because he likes it and he enjoys it. I don't. I do it because I care about my goals. I'm getting my pro card one day and I know that whenever I get that pro card, the amount of shittiness I went through, the amount of struggle I went through is what's going to give that value. The more struggle I go through, the more shit sucks. In order to get it eventually, the more value it's going to have to me, and that's just like anything in life. The more struggle and adversity you go through, the more value the reward has, right? Nobody actually wants to be handed a fucking participation trophy because it has no fucking meaning to it. It doesn't. It has no meaning to it whatsoever. And that's a big problem with society today, handing out these participation trophies and shit, teaching kids that you get rewards for doing absolutely fucking nothing. So then they don't value hard work and discipline and end up just being lazy fucks. And then they end up chasing material things and all this random bullshit that actually doesn't mean anything. You know, a reward or a trophy or whatever it is that you're going after has a lot more meaning to it whenever you put work and whenever you've put work into it. Sorry, my words are just falling apart right now because I'm pretty tired. But pretty boring day today. Didn't record all my arm day because it was kind of a shitty arm day, to be honest with you. My strength was kind of plateaued. Forearms were giving out. I was kind of just at this point in the growing phase where I feel like my body is kind of needing a little bit of a break. I need to pull the weights back and go with more tempo and not with such heavy weight, if that makes sense. So definitely need to do that. But I recorded a little bit and then failed full day of eating. My zin's falling out. Failed full day of eating. I didn't record most of my meals because I was hanging out with my girlfriend today and just trying to spend time with her. A lot of people in relationships today, they get so caught up in going on their phones and doing shit while they're with their significant other and not actually spending time together. So I was just trying to enjoy my time that I have with her because we don't get to hang out that often during the week. So I didn't record much, but that's going to be today's video. Sorry it's a bit boring, but I'll see you guys tomorrow.